invited guests, teachers and students, welcome to this year's Senior School Pro Diligentia Assembly. I ask that you please place your personal belongings beneath your seats and turn your mobile phones to silent. I ask that you please stand for the arrival of the official party and the singing of the school song, which you are welcome to join in on singing.
Good morning, everyone. Please take a seat. A good morning to staff, to students, and particularly to the parents of all of our Pro Diligentia Award winners present here today. In particular to those boarding parents who have travelled, I thank you for being with us this morning. The ceremony provides us with an opportunity to celebrate with the award winners for their recognition of consistent demonstration of academic determination and diligence. To achieve this level of honour, students need to consistently apply themselves to their studies with enthusiasm and rigour by displaying a determined approach every day in each class and each night revising. For me, these awards sit at the core of what Townsville Grammar School is about. That is, encouraging students to do their very best. If we can work with each and every one of the young men and women in this assembly hall this morning to assist them in reaching their potential, to do their very best in all they do, I believe we're a long way to completing our mission. As a school, we cannot ask for any more from students than to do their very best. But we must have a school culture where we don't expect anything less. The attitude of doing everything as well as we can must pervade all that we do. In many ways, this is what will set us apart from other schools. Through my own career as a teacher, many times I've had the opportunity to observe the significant benefits of challenging young people to stretch themselves beyond their natural comfort zones. My most meaningful victories as a teacher have come from working with a student who initially struggled with a task, but through personal grit and insistence on high expectations, eventually succeeded. Perhaps not with an easily earned A, but with a B born of dedication and desire. As a teacher, when you work with a student and this occurs, it is incredibly satisfying. In a modern world fraught with many economic, political and social challenges, students should know the meaning of hard work and, yes, failure, so that they can learn the valuable life skills of persistence and recovery. I encourage and challenge each student here this morning to make the most of their ability to succeed through persistence, involvement, reflection, good time management, and striving for accuracy. and you will be the best you can be. To conclude, I offer my congratulations to all awardees this morning, but it is also important to acknowledge that this is not done alone, so I extend my sincere thanks to those who support our students so well: parents, families and school staff, all who do so much to ensure that the students here today are able to achieve their very best. Congratulations to all. Thank you.
Good morning. This morning's guest speaker is a current student in the school. She did come in good and left better, and she's come back for more. In Year 12, our guest speaker gave this very presentation herself. Please make welcome Miss Mia Olin.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, official party, parents, fellow staff and students. My name is Mia Olin, and as a teacher and past grammarian, I'm honoured to be speaking to you today, particularly to the incredible students crossing the stage. There are so many of you today. Congratulations. Now, this isn't the first time I've spoken on this stage for this special occasion. 9 years ago, I stood here and gave the student address, just like Maggie Rose will shortly. I spoke about my experience with the Pro Diligentia Award and what it meant to me. I was 17, happy, probably hormonal, and excited for everything that existed in the future, an elusive place of freedom and fun. I had big dreams for university, travel, adventure, much like many of you. And a lot like many other past grammarians, I achieved everything I wanted and more, but not the more that I could have imagined. My journey back to this stage hasn't been easy. I have faced challenges that I could never have considered as a 17-year-old, and I know there are so many more to come. The result of those challenges is actually me being Miss Olin. Teaching wasn't my first dream. To have dreams and to have the courage to go out there and accomplish them is one thing. But when the dream becomes reality and a roadblock like financial stress, a breakup, illness, or a failed exam stops you in your tracks, the courage to dream again, to turn a new direction and give it your all, that's real life. And that's what this award is all about. There is so much to gain from being a student at this school: academic prowess, experience and excellence across a wide range of cultural and sporting avenues, amazing friendships, and incredible memories. But the best thing that you can take from me, from the Pro Diligentia, from grammar, is an attitude towards life. The effort that you're putting into school is much the same as the resilience, determination, and belief that you need to apply out there in the real world, not just when things are going well, but when it's really, really hard. That belief that I recognize in myself is the same that I see in my students every day. I'm going to repeat some of my 2009 student address to you today because, one, I kept it, and how cute that I can quote myself, and two, because everything that I said is not only still true and meaningful, but reflective of the power of this award, evidence of its effect on those that receive it, and if they choose to embrace it, what it really represents. My standing here today in the position I am in as a teacher, the way that I teach, the way that I go about everything in my life, follows the same principle that this award celebrates. In my recitation of my 17-year-old wisdom, I hope you see how powerful this award really is in defining a student and ultimately a person. My name is Mia Olin, just one of the grade 12ers in this school. I am not a prefect or a captain of any sort. I'm not a sporting champion or a cultural enthusiast. I guess I'm not the type of person you can put a label on, probably because I'm not the best at any one thing in particular. But the thing is, I try a lot of things, and when I try something, I give it my best shot, or at least until I'm happy with my efforts. The Pro Diligentia Award is something that recognises effort. It recognises the ability to give things a shot and the strength to keep trying, even when the prospect of failure is always there. These qualities are not determined by your label or your particular field of interest. They can be found in anyone, and that's why I'm so passionate about this award. You can be whoever you want to be, try all sorts of things, and receive this award simply by giving it your very best. There are many doors to success in our lives, and the Pro Diligentia Award and what it represents is the key to every one of them. Having grown up in a family that believes in effort rather than outcome, my attitude to school and just about everything in my life has been similar to the criteria of this award. My parents have always told me, it doesn't matter if I'm given an A, B, C, or D for an assignment or exam, as long as when I'm writing that essay or calculating those numbers, I'm giving it my best effort. This sort of philosophy has shaped the way I treat school and the various things it throws at you, from in the classroom to at home at my desk. Does the idea of QCS scare me? Does the thought of graduating and having to take responsibility for the rest of my life make me tremble with fear? No. I have learned through the foundations my family has set for me and the skills this school has taught me that these things are only worthwhile if I'm giving them my personal best. I will be happy walking out of that QCS exam, walking out of this gym for the final time in 14 weeks, if I know I gave it my all. Even today, me standing here in front of you, I'm trying to say this speech with confidence, and I'm giving it my best shot. I was given an opportunity to be recognised here in front of you as someone who has received this award and understands and values its purpose. I took that opportunity, even though I was nervous as hell, because I was willing to give it a go and put these indispensable skills into practice. To the students walking across the stage today, I'd like to say congratulations. You're receiving recognition for being you in everything you do, and for being you completely and putting yourself completely into your efforts. It is that consistent effort that's being acknowledged today. I received a Pro Diligentia Award in grades 8, 9, 10, and 11, but in grade 12 I'm ineligible, as I received my first cum laude. You all hold the key to every door of success that life throws in front of you. You are prepared because you have the strength to fight against the tide of failure and the persistence to keep going to the best of your efforts. I hope you enjoy and cherish this award and all of your successes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, and thank you, Grade 10, for taking a little bit of time for me to collect my thoughts. I got a bit teary reflecting back on Mia's time at school. So can we just give her another round of applause? It was beautiful. Year 10 Pro Diligentia Awards for 2018. Jade Abrahams. Ogan Alphonse. Jackson Arnaboldi. Erin Bell. Danica Berra. Lily Bradshaw. Lucy Bragg. Alexander Brenchley. Shakira Camp. Emma Carr. Eddie Chan. Kevin Chang. Adiba Chowdhury. Eloise Dale. Imogen Fern, Lauren Fisher, Holly Forster, Corey Gardner, Caitlin Hilton, Malia Hinks, Bradley Hodges, Georgia Hooper, Sophie Horn, Braden Hughes, William James, Eliza Keats, Sophie Kent, Lydia Laulau, Phoebe Lavender, Alexander Lukacs, Declan Marchioni, Courtney Maxwell, Flynn McKay, Jordan Mio, Sarah Moody, Kazmira Mudd, Joshua Murray, Nathan Nadu, Lavini Osikori, Samuel Peterson, Priyakaran Priyaparan, Rowan Plowman, Ashley Richardson, Nicholas Stewart, Sean Sook, Sienna Thompson, Lachlan Val, Amber Yon, Gador Zaro, Year 10.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly, colleagues, special guests, award recipients and members of the school community. Those of you who were able to be present at yesterday's Pro Diligentia Assembly will remember that our musical item was an Italian aria from the classical period, the late 18th century. To demonstrate the range of musical styles that we embrace at Townsville Grammar School and the manner in which we validate all musical interests and affirm any particular musician's passion, I'm delighted this morning that our musical performance will be presented by two Pro Diligentia Award recipients who are in Year 12. They study music and are also working as professional musicians. That is, they're getting paid for gigs they do around town. And when you're all of sufficient age, you might like to hear them at the Sen 10 pub sometime. The work they'll perform is from the British 1990s band Oasis. So this work, composed by Noel Gallagher, is Married with Children. To perform that, would you please welcome Cohen Skinner and Clem Stack.
I think I know I'm going for my next pub meal. Can we give the boys another round of applause? Year 11 Pro Diligentia Awards for 2018. Elizabeth Allen. Ryan Baxter. Anna Bogiatsis. Alice Bosquet. Dean Bull, Charlie Callan, Ariel Choi, Nikita Corliss, Charlotte Darley, Meg Darley, Oscar Donalek, Cody Don, Shima Hinchey, Oliver Jinku, Kessie Johnson, Fumbika Zum, Renita Kwan, Sean Lavrak, Bobo Lai, Christian Munuzzo, Perry Moller, Alexandra Murdoch, Rashika Nair, Georgia Pedersen, Kaisha Pratt, Meg Price, Thomas Tang, Jaron Walker, Lachlan Ward, Lewis Warrington, Tia Wilkinson, Tina Z, Year 11. As the program indicates, our student reflection today is by Year 12 student Maggie Rose Thompson. Please make her welcome.
Good morning, official party, Mr. Kelly, parents, teachers and students. My name is Maggie Rose Thompson and I am honoured to be speaking to you today about my time at Townsville Grammar School. I began my TGS journey 14 years ago and I wouldn't change a thing. Who would have thought back then, as a little prep student with the yellow t-shirt, that I'd now be addressing a senior school pro-diligentia assembly? Then again, I look back at my time and it now makes perfect sense. Throughout my time at Townsville Grammar School, I have been presented with many opportunities from club sports, interact and sports tours. Together, these have contributed to the person I am today. Being a part of this school, I have learnt numerous lessons, but one stands out far above the rest, and that is to always try my best. In a team environment, the team cannot perform as well as it should without trying their best. As an individual, yourself, you cannot perform without trying your best. A teacher once said, "I'll take a C student striving for a B over an A student just cruising through school." The reason? It's because the C student is always striving to do their very best every single time. As I'm sure most of you here today would agree, the typical questions parents ask straight after you get home after exams is, "How did you go?" The question that soon follows is, "Did you do your best?" This resonated with me as I realised that this is what Townsville Grammar School is all about. Let's face it, not everyone can have the natural ability of being gifted at academics. Personally, I find it frustrating that it takes me forever to complete a task when it takes some of my peers only 10 minutes. I'm one of those students that must work above and beyond to even achieve a simple B. But the grade itself does not define me as a person, and nor should it define you. Grades are just that, a mark assigned to you at a point in time. However, the effort behind this grade, that is what defines me and what should define you at TGS. It comes to the tough time in the school term where stress levels are at an all-time high and it feels like there isn't time to complete any assessments. However, through a simple blink, you can just take the time to reflect and get back on task. What is a blink, you ask? Well, as Miss Ahern would say, just try a blink. B, breathe, 3 deep breaths. L, label your situation. I, internalize. N, normalize. K, kiss it goodbye. And remember to smile. And ask yourself, are you going to settle for just getting it done? Or are you going to try to do your very best? Not everyone can be the very best, but everyone can give their very best. It is this lesson, more than anything else, that I will take away with me after my 14 years at being at Townsville Grammar School. Bonus entra melior exi. Come in good, go out better. I know I certainly have, and my wish is that you can do the same. Thank you.
I know that was a tough gig for Maggie because she's been unwell. Can we give her another round of applause? Because it's always very difficult up here. Year 12, Pro Diligentia Awards for 2018. Cooper Arnaboldi. Shauna Balderson. Jackson Ballantyne. Root Barring. Spencer Barsh. Jordan Baxter. Jordan Blatchford. Georgia Bliss. Harry Burnell. Molly Bradshaw. Claire Brooke. Nathan Brown. Maxwell Cook. Emma Curcio. Kyle Evans. Alexander Fisher. Callum Fisher. Isabella Foley. Amy Freeman. Gemma Green. Caitlin Grotchen. Chantal Mihalik. Keegan Monty. Jonty O'Brien. Ebony Pedersen. Matilda Wren. Isabel Renton. Sophie Renton. James Robertson. Isabel Cerrito. Jaden Scott. Cohen Skinner. Clem Stack. Harry Stack. Matthew Stevenson. Maggie Rose Thompson. Roong Tongon. Summer Tristram. Alice Turnow. Kaylin Venner. Matilda Watson. Zachary Whitney. Kayla Williams. Sophia Winks. Casey Winter. Nikki Wrigglesworth. Tanvi Yadav. Cassandra Young. Lara Yaw. Year 12.
That brings our Pro Diligentia presentation ceremony to a close. Please stand for the departure of the official party. Parents, special guests and award winners, I would now like to invite you for light refreshments in the dining hall. Students, can you please remain seated until your year level coordinators dismiss you? Thank you.